But it's a lot more than that, right? And there's a lot of different ways to read this narrative. And I want to kind of end today's lecture, or this lecture, with proposing a couple ways that you can read this epic narrative. We could read it, as we've seen, as an episodic quest expressed in a series of broken tablets. You could read it as a heartfelt song, a poem about friendship and intimacy. It has amazing, beautiful, poetic passages about what it means to be a human being, what it means to be vulnerable to another creature, what it means to open oneself up to weakness and vulnerability and mortality. An epic poem about the quest for immortality and one's fear of death. It could be read as a great poem about the fear of death. It can be read as a fractured account of suffering, loss, and death. We're going to get amazingly brutal, profound passages about loss, death, suffering. It can also be read as a poetic celebration of culture and civilization. This is a story and a narrative about the glories of what it means to be a human being and the glories of the great works, the cultural works, the poetic works, the signs of civilization that human beings, the monuments that human beings can create and leave behind. And as we finally saw at the end there, it could also be read as a kind of allegorical reconciliation of nature and human culture. So enjoy reading. Don't stress about the ellipses and the question marks. See those as signs of the tale's brokenness, as signs that remind us of the theme of brokenness, the theme of being fragmented and torn and wearing the scars on the surface of one's body. Because in many respects, the tale and narrative of Gilgamesh is the monumental record of Gilgamesh that we have on these clay tablets. It's the last great decision that Gilgamesh makes, is to inscribe his story on these clay tablets. So keep that in mind as you're reading, and I look forward to seeing you in other future lectures.